Welcome to another episode. You Z, what you call it? Where you are set, kills, germs, we there. Talk now.
Mad. Well, let us get right into it. Well, we're talking to our guest, Meta, and
Yeah, man.
I try to make it sound like an interview. This is more like a conversation.
Yo, and you can't forget the meta stand for and the cornerstones. You Z,
Yes.
Yes, I bless.
bless I.
So, Meta, introduce yourself.
Well, I'm gonna say greetings to y'all kings. It's a pleasure y'all having me on this interview. Reasoning, I would say. Yeah, man. So my name is Meta from Meta and the Cornerstones. Uh, Originally from Senegal, based in New York the past, I would say 20 years. Reggae artist. Yeah, man. That's about it.
Got you. So, what is your journey like in music?
Well, it's been, I would say, gratitude. I would say, because the music before, I would say, sharing it with the world is something personally that changes my life. Is one of the great school and reflection meditation that I get to tap into when it comes to music and to reflect, everything that is around me, within myself, all of that. So the journey been, step by step, surely, and with lots of love, lots of sharing, lots of traveling, lots of discovering. So far so good. We give thanks. Yeah, man.
Man. Shout outs to Raquel. Greetings, Queen. Il. Okay.
Yes,
So,
Raquel, big up.
yeah, why you decide to go this your genre will be more like reggae, I take it, right?
Yeah, roots reggae. Yeah.
Got you. Why reggae? Why not dancehall?
Well, I s- I feel it this way. Roots reggae has something spiritual, you know, has something lyrically. I felt super connected to that heartbeat, that one drop mostly, and it's a music that you know along the way I discover the feeling because I come from Senegal. We have a lot of genres of music, diverse, varieties of music from hip hop, soul, rock, all of that. I listen to it and I appreciate it very well. But the way roots reggae speaks to me, I don't think there is another music that speaks like that spiritually to me. So, and coming from a spiritual family, I feel like all of that connection that that's in me, tap into reggae is roots reggae is more something that I'm connected to. Yeah, man. That's why roots reggae.
Um, I sense an accent. Are you? This might sound rhetorical. Are you Jamaican or are you from elsewhere of the world?
I'm from Senegal, West Africa.
Okay, because I'm like,
Yep.
okay.
Hey,
So
I twice him say it,
yeah, yeah. I was just saying that to myself, but whatever. And I was like,
Yeah.
it must be some well-spoken Jamaican there, whatever. Okay, Senegal. What part of Senegal?
Dakar. Originally in Dakar, yeah.
So me hear the eye
Yeah.
say, and the vibration and the music will captivate the eye and make the eye want do it more upon a spiritual level, right? So the vibration
Yeah,
touch
exactly.
the heart and resonate the soul basically. That's why I said more so
Definitely.
cultural over
Definitely.
dancer.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. And not saying that I don't love dancehall music. I really love this form of music, but when it comes to my personality, I would say my spirituality, which is, the roots reggae. It speaks to me. You know what I mean? It's a very, it's
So
amazing. It's magical, man.
who would you say influenced the eye? Was it the late great Bob Marley would make you want to do reggae, or somebody else would touch you in a
Yes, Bob Marley, definitely. I would say it 100%. And the story happened that one day I was driving. That was the first time I arrived pretty much in the US. That time I was living in Detroit. So it was like a rough winter, And I played this song, Coming In From the Cold.
Mm.
And that was it. That was the moment.
yeah, okay.
That was the moment that I felt. And, Senegal is also a French speaking country because of the colonization. So
Right.
my English in Senegal wasn't that. I didn't speak no English. So coming to Detroit, I started to understand the English language. And that day when I started now not listening Bob Marley in that spirit and melodically, but knowing what it says, and that song and somehow the bass line, the kick, everything about that song, open a new, vision for me with the music, Yeah, that, I would say definitely Bob Marley, 100%. And along the road, I starting to discover another band that I really appreciate. They work very much, which is Morgan Heritage, and on and on to Damian Marley music, and starting to, paying attention to Buju Banton albums, all of that, and that's how we came along. Yeah.
So the I ever listen to man like Peter Touch, Luciano, Freddie McGregor and them man they ever touch base and check out them vibration.
Definitely. Yeah, man.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, okay. So I notice you've been out for a while. When was your first starting point? Was it 2008 or was it beyond that?
Oh, that was before that because I started music 1999.
Hmm.
In my country, they know me as an MC, hip hop MC. I was a rapper, you know. So,
Okay.
I started with hip hop. I was in a hip hop group, with two of my brethren. That's how I started the music, And when I come now to the US, that's when the reggae music started to speak to me, and my lyrics, I felt first of all also it was connected because my lyrics was always in that conscious roots, you know what I mean. So it was matter of time, a matter of finding the right vehicle, since the roots reggae is a nice vehicle for me to be able to share my lyrics, and nicely, that's how it is. Yeah, man.
Okay. Well, when I named my channel the Man Space Show, is actually inspired of the great Bob also, you know, because if you even when you watch the Matrix and it says if them that tell news if you free
Uh-huh.
your mind, and Bob that say
Uh-huh.
emancipate yourself from mental slavery, none but ourselves can free our mind. And as you can see,
Exactly.
most of this world is not in slavery white chain physically, but they're mentally slave to the system. So yeah, I could
Exactly.
definitely see your inspiration where it drives from. That's what's up.
Yes.
So how you received in Jamaica, like when you I'm pretty sure you've been there before, right?
Yeah, yeah, totally correct. Yeah.
How how
I've
you
been
received
there.
there?
It was a nice one of the beautifulest travel I made, Um I was dreaming going to Jamaica. That was one of when mostly before reggae. I was Jamaica was somewhere that I really felt when I was young. That's a place that I want to discover,
Mm.
So coming to New York and starting my reggae band around 2008, I met Sydney Mills from Steel Pulse, and he was he saw me jamming, in some bars in New York, all of that, with one of our elders named Larry McDonald. And with time, we become friends and we start hanging out. They were hearing my demos, music, things like that. And one moment they were like, "Man, we have to do an album together, co-produce the material you have is great. And my first thing was like, I gotta go to Jamaica. That's somewhere that I want to go and record the album. And somehow everything fell into places. We went to Jamaica for the first time, and I was lucky. I would say the second day I met up with so many wonderful artists that I used to look up to and hear their music. Daddy Uroy, Capleton, Damian Marley, and
Mm.
one good friend also who's a nice engineer. May he rest in peace, named Alric Thomas, who also facilitate a lot of my movement and connection in Jamaica. So it was like I felt also that I was in Senegal. You know what I mean? Because there is a lot of similarity between Senegal and Jamaica. I would say with the weather, with the same people. You know what I mean? Difference
Yeah.
is only the language, but the same culture. I could feel it, and it was mind blowing and. I felt very grateful also starting the reggae with the first album and second album. I'm there with amongst wonderful and great musicians to be able to cut a record. It was a really beautiful blessing. Yeah, man.
So if
Yeah.
let's say
And
you had a chance.
not to forget too, and the sister Raquel too was also one of the wonderful souls that also made a lot of connection and with the PR, all of that in Jamaica at that time. Yeah.
Yeah, she's very like earthy. She's very easygoing. That
Yeah,
woman don't
man.
look like nothing at all but her. She's just I think shout outs to her too because she's
Shout
like
out, big time.
yeah, she's basically like actually I got introduced to her
Bridging
by
the gap.
Conrad,
Uh-huh.
another guy that does PR, but they're pretty good. But Raquel, I definitely have to tilt my hat to her. She's
Definitely.
the reason why this interview actually is taking place now. So
Exactly.
shout outs to
Yeah.
her.
So
Yeah.
Shout out, yeah, and she's been bridging the gap between a lot of reggae artists from Africa and Jamaica, and I think that that's one of the beautifulest thing to do, because I'm like, we need to connect, we need to get to discover one of other culture, you know what I mean, and seeing people like that building the bridging the gap, that's wonderful, and big up to Raquel, yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
so let me ask the eye something. How the eye come about the name Meta? Cause we know Meta have a deeper meaning. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
them a
Yes.
And it
turn
have
meta in a Facebook,
and it
as you
have
can see.
and it
Yeah.
have it have it have something to do with not only the DNA, but you know what I mean. It speaks to the universe. So there's a multitude of that name. How did you come about with that name?
Yeah, Meta is my name. Actually, my name given by my parents. You know what I mean? And I'm from the Fulani tribes. In Senegal. So when I was young, you see people with the name of Muhammad. They call them Ahmed. They call them Ahmad, Muhammadu, Meta, Mamadou. All of these names are part of the Muhammad. So that's how the name came from. Yeah, man.
And then you put it so tranquilly with the Cornerstones. So I take the Cornerstones as your band.
And
Is
yeah, the Cornerstones is my band. Yeah,
so
and
go ahead, King.
uh-huh.
Go ahead.
Yes, go ahead. Yeah, man.
So me notice when I look, you put out what do you have more than 4 albums out, or the 4 albums is what you been put on? I know
Yeah,
you've
just
been on
for
from
album.
2017, 2008, 2013. You have
Yeah.
like singles, and then you have the new album, which is DIA.
Yeah, correct. Fourth album.
Yeah. Album tough. The IA, the very like the vibration, it's like a natural. But notice also when you speak, you have an accent, but into your DJ, into your DJ and a vibe out to the music, it change. You sound article, like an article reggae. You know what I mean? Like an article reggae artist. The vibration different in time the higher chanting music.
Yeah. Well,
Definitely.
all the brother need to do, he need to spend 6 months to a year Jamaica, and then boom, he just
Language change.
a language change.
So it's a full
Yeah,
Jamaican.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You might be
man.
able to turn
Full
on the accent,
Jamaica.
turn it off. Yeah, that's what I want you to do. We need you to turn on
Yeah,
the
man.
accent and turn it off. Me I say, yo, yeah, why this brother sound like he sound kind of sort of look a bit at Jamaican, but somewhere different in the
Yeah.
world.
So
Totally,
so let me
totally.
ask you a question. And do you convert over to culture, Jamaican music, right? How did the African people accept it and accept you doing such a genre of music?
Well, they actually accepted before I even come on board. You know, it's been something that is there, but because of the gap is not bridged properly. Sometimes it's not easy to see. But today, when you go to Africa, reggae is definitely big. That whole culture in Jamaica is huge in Africa. Because
Mm-hmm.
uh, we it's the same people.
So
And a lot of times with the traveling, that's when we get even to realize this. You know what I mean? But the whole culture of Jamaica, you see it in Africa. The whole culture in Africa, you see it in Jamaica. So it was there before us, for real. Yeah,
so
man. So seeing me as a reggae artist, though, they definitely accepted that, and I feel like they are very proud. Also, it's like a sometime football team. They're like, okay, we got a one player who's playing on a PSG in Jamaica. That's kind of like a yeah, proud. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So when you're constructing your albums, right?
Uh-huh.
What inspires the name and the range which you're aiming to take the music? Like
Yeah.
how do you aim to touch the people with your music?
Well, I would describe it this way. Every time uh, while we moving towards life and being alive, there are certain things that happen in the atmosphere, in the world, in our life, personal and outside, and that creates also positive shifting. Sometimes it can be a dark shifting, sometimes it can be a light shifting. But when you are able as an artist to be aligned with yourself and to keep in touch what is around you, be in touch with what is around you, a lot of times your lyrics come through. You know what I mean? So I write a lot, and I writing where my state of mind is, and I look on the outside too. I'm able to absorb certain information, subject, with what's tap into what's going on around the world, what is going around me. And so that's how I come to write lyrics. So, and with the music, it's a lot of times the lyrics come with the music. A lot of times too, the music comes first. But if you look at it, we are in that state of mind somewhere. It could be that this album we're gonna talk about peace, love, and harmony. The other one is talking about liberation. Because my eyes and my mind starting to pay attention to colonialism, all of that. So I'm tapping into all of this interest that my soul is feeling, and that's how the album comes about, being album all connected, the same concept. Yeah, man.
So to sum it up in a nutshell, you're pretty much reality is the canvas you utilize to actually paint the picture, and the music is the brush you use for stroke. Copy.
Exactly. I like the way you put it, actually.
Copy.
Great. Yes.
Copy.
Yes. You know,
You do you think your music differ based on your location? Because like to from like when a Jamaican comes to America, right? And the longer they stay here, I think their music is different from like when they're actually located back home. Do you think it affects your penmanship when you're
good
here
one.
or abroad?
So true. So true. To come from that, I don't know. You hear reggae from Africa, right? There
Hmm.
is a different tempo. There is a different feel on the timing, the tempo. You are in the US. Example, you go to California, you hear the reggae that coming out from California. If you listen very well, also they have their groove, their timing. There is something. There is a vibration. And Jamaica also too. You are there recording an album. There is something. There is something. And I confirm that where your location is sometimes is part of the the composition, the vibration, the tempo. You are bringing all of that. Now you are a genius to be able to tap into tempos and ideas. You know, so then you'll be able to travel with your music somewhere and get different information and be able to build
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
feeling, I think you're muted
yeah.
yourself. I think you're muted yourself. You're feeling.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
Having some technical. You can hear me? You can hear me? I'm actually hearing myself.
Yeah, the feedback.
Hello, hello. You
You
can hear
can
me,
hear me,
Meta?
Meta?
Oh, go
Oh,
on.
go on.
May I get
I
a
get the
feedback on
feedback
my
on my
hear
ear
myself.
myself. Yeah, there's a major feedback.
Yeah.
What about now?
Yeah, you're good now.
Oh, yeah. Now I hear it. Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Continue saying what you're saying.
So yeah, to say to confirm what you are saying, definitely the location brought his pieces in the music, in the creation of the music, because my opinion, when I listen to the reggae out of Africa, there is a certain tempo I hear, a certain groove. You go to Europe, the French reggae example, because I'm very familiar to it. They have a certain feel, the Cali reggae coming out of Jamaica, and for me, that's definitely sometimes based on the environment that you are tapping into. You know what I mean? Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, were you rather right here or back home?
I like to travel with my mind.
Hey,
I like sometimes to get out of the box and enter different zone and write. And you have to tap into something. You have to hear something. This is actually very spiritual what we are talking about. You have to be able to tap into something, to a spirit. I don't know how to explain that
I got
properly.
it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got you. I got you. Everything starts within the mind. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So your flesh can be in the chair, and your mind can be in the plane, or your mind can be in another country, basically. So that's just the vibration of music, and
Oh
it's
yeah.
called manifesting.
Yeah.
So every time you speak, you create a ritual, which which touch not only people, but you can see it within the mind before you actually see it in reality. So we grasp your concept.
Yeah.
So the eye music is very powerful and spiritual. And I
Thank
So,
can
you.
so you I guess you consider yourself a Rasta man, right?
Yes, you can.
And
You Rastaman. How would you define that
well, them say Rasta is a way of life.
exactly? Yes, then I'm a Rastaman.
You have family?
Yes,
How many kids?
yes. I have children. I
You have
have
you have Walid? Are you
sisters. You know. Yeah, man.
no sons and daughters yet?
Sons,
How much kids you got?
many, many.
is a true Rastaman indeed. Is a true Rastaman indeed.
In Senegal, we have a lot of moms and dads and grandmothers.
Yeah.
The son of your brother, the sons of your sisters, all of them are your sons. Exactly.
So you have biological kids, or these are just like kids you claim?
Let's not go to the private one.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, all
But
right, all
but
right.
but many
Respect.
huge huge family.
So, all right. Given the fact that you're the artist, right? How did the Cornerstone became the Cornerstone?
The cornerstone, well, um
And not to coach it, you know, the cornerstone are the same stone where build a true where end up have to go back for again.
say it again.
I said that same cornerstone
Uh-huh.
is the same cornerstone. This the builder true where have to go pull back and go try to get back again.
So, in other words, Bob Marley, I was saying, Bob Marley said it's always the stone that they throw away, turn around to be the head cornerstone, right?
Yes, the
So,
stone that the builder refused will always
yeah,
be the head cornerstone. Yeah, man.
yeah, yeah. So,
Yes.
so how did you come? How did you create, or how did you form that band,
Well,
that group?
cornerstone. I picked it up from this concept of foundation, right? Foundation, and I think that everything we start is need a solid base. And with time, I start developing it step by step, and I starting to feel that everybody, each and every one is a cornerstone, grounded. And that's from that idea I use the cornerstone and make it meta in the cornerstone, because that time my band, they come from Israel, Japan, Jamaica, US, Senegal, so I felt like we were all uh, part of the tributes and nation religions together as cornerstones, and playing reggae music.
The puzzle that comes together, that the force behind meta, basically. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Everybody bring them own individuality and
Exactly.
and do what they do.
Yeah, man.
Copy, copy, copy,
Yes.
copy, copy.
Yeah, man.
So the I work on any new music.
Well, always, every day. Actually, I'm like in the studio every day, pretty much. Making music. Composing. Like I said, I love writing. I'm writing constantly. So that's what I do 24/7, pretty much. With breaks.
So if the I can select 5 artists where the I want do a feature with, who would it be?
Wow, man, that's anybody I would say out there that holding that real roots reggae. I would say that
Oh,
that real message that people can benefit from and awaken and artists that really stand for the message. You know what I mean?
I got a
Vibes,
feature.
well, Vibes Cartel, did he?
You know, I'm not familiar with his music, but I heard a lot of about his dancehall and how he's big in Jamaica, all of that. But honestly, I don't listen to Vibes Cartel. I don't know even one of the songs. You know, not a disrespect, because a lot of times I'm not listening a lot of dancehall music. You know,
Yeah,
I'm listening the newcomers, of course. You know, because the music today is taking a transition. I like Protege, Chronics, I like Coffee, all of that. You know, sometimes,
I got a feature for you.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I got a feature. I think a feature. I think you should. I think you should skip Molly
of
and
course, he's amazing.
Sizzler. No, skip Molly, Sizzler, and Highwind.
I
You
win,
all, yeah, all four of you guys should do a song together. Sizzler,
definitely.
Skip Molly, Highwind, and Meta. That would be a dope feature.
Yeah, yeah,
Nice,
yeah.
nice.
I wish one of them all of them may have a song with Junior. Which one of them all of them may have a song with you two?
Julian, Damien,
Yeah. How
yeah.
did that come? How did that come about?
Yes, it was like when we were in Jamaica, you know, recording the album Ancient Power. That's where we met at Tough Gong, and the vibe was really, you know, connected, you know, and we just went with it, you know. It was really the right moment, the right time to make music, and everything was, you know, beautiful. Jesse Royal, I love his approach in the music, and also lyrically, you know, I love that. Midnight, rest in peace, you know, I love that reggae music, you know. And there are many artists, man, if I would say their names. But Luciano, I want to do featuring with.
We just had another artist on here too. I think he's a Bahamian. His
Uh-huh.
name is Padrino. He's
Padrino.
he's a cultural artist too, and
Yeah, you
he
guys
has
will make
a
a good duo.
yeah, he has a powerful vibration about him and his music and how it
Nice.
is.
Yeah,
Nice.
I
Yeah,
mean,
man.
he allegedly sound like
Jakir.
Jacure, but
He
if
write
if
for
you
Jakir too.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
if you listen to him, you see that you could differentiate like you have some people who sound like that person there and then those can't come out there. But if you listen to his music, you'll be
Wow.
like, yo, this guy is tough. Yeah,
What's his name again? Padrino?
Quadrino, yeah.
Yeah, man.
He's,
Yeah,
he's
Check it out.
Padrino.
yeah, he's pretty
Nice.
good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
So with music and coming in the business, what setbacks you had like coming up? Because I know it wasn't like all rosy and stuff like that. Like you
No.
just they just open up a gate and say, hey, Meta there, not
Yeah.
Facebook, the one and only Meta. What adversaries did you face coming up in the business?
Well, I would say there is always bittersweet in this, you know. There is always sacrifices, rough road, you know. Sometimes there is, you know, lot of ugliness, lot of darkness behind, you know, which is reality. But all of these, I look at it part of it, because as an artist, sometimes you face some challenges, you know, while you are making a great product, example. But those falling side that are part of it makes you stronger, makes you, you know, top of your things and craft your thing better. Because if it was easy, I think everybody will do it. So music comes also with that part of the burden, you know, that, you know, you are challenged sometime the project is going away or a direction that you don't want. Sometime, you know, there are a lot of ups and downs, but that's the beauty of it, you know. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So all your music that you put out, you own your masters,
Yeah.
or somebody manages all of that for you, where them just say, see a one-off contract, yeah, sign us so and just sing.
No, no, no. With me, I'm kind of stubborn guy. You know what I mean? I
Gotcha,
like to
gotcha.
write, compose my music, build my demo, and bring the band, rehearse, and go record the album, and keep my rights for myself. And yeah, do what I have to do and treat the musician fairly. And because when this also uh, when you are given the thing, you have to be able also to carry it, to guide it, you know what I mean, because it's you who know what you want to share, what you're about. And that's how I pretty much go about it. So I don't believe in giving away my masters, all of that. So when it's come now to collaboration, those are open-minded. I sometimes don't need nothing from it. It's just an open work, it's fair work. But when I sit down myself, do a lot of work and put the foundation together, put the spirit, the soul, all of that. So I feel like I deserve to hold my master for myself, not giving it away.
And that's powerful because that proves you know your worth.
Yeah,
You know what
man.
I'm saying? So if you're willing to sell it, them are gonna milk it and take more than what they need to take. So like I feel like each artist is supposed to work on keeping their music because the music comes from you. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? It bears a piece of your soul. So why would you give up a piece of your soul? Especially to people that don't
yeah.
value your music and want to change the energy of your music.
Yeah, and mostly a lot of times who wants to take it is this greedy people that will just offer you all they have is money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, money
That,
equate to no, it
yeah.
has no value.
Sometimes they don't even know. They're not even concerned about the message or what you are trying to do. It's all about pretty much the business. And sometimes the business carry us. Sometimes artists still we forgot the reason why we even do music. Sometimes you know what I mean, because
Yeah.
sometimes with this way of greed, sometimes that you see certain are moving towards the music industry, it kind of kill the artist mm, of moving forward, because if the ones that have to work with you don't know what you're about, they don't know for what you're standing on, they just want to master it and sell the thing, market you, whatever, that whole nine. But they don't know you, the artist. Who are you? What's in your heart? What are you trying to put out there? So sometimes I feel like that part is sad.
And with that being stated too, is like your fans is your fans, you know what I mean? And your fans gravitate to what you bring forth. So they might market it to a fan that don't understand you. You know what I mean? And like you said, so now your music, instead of elevating, it sinks because who they're marketing to don't understand the culture of reggae music and the vibration it brings, you know?
Exactly. Exactly. It's all about middleman, percentage, all of that. And that part sometimes plays more than what the music is about. And I've been on roads where I really witnessed this. And honestly, if you are not strong or grounded enough, you'll definitely lose yourself, because you know this how to call system know how to make you feel like you are starving. You know what I mean? And when you start feeling like you are starving, you're going to give away the gift that the Almighty bestow in you. You know what I mean? So so
I've
yeah.
I never asked anybody this before, but if you was gonna sign to a company, I mean a record company or something like that, on what platform would you wanna be signed to? If you was gonna do a major, I have,
Wow.
I have a few more follow ups to this. Not only that, if you was gonna sign a contract, what would you want your contract to be? Like if you had to design your own contract, something that will make you feel like you're not giving your stuff away. Like, what would you want to be in your contract if you was gonna draft up your contract with signing also, so you could go to the majors?
Well, for me, the majors, they are great, but also too depends, depends, depends if they understand what the artist about. It's always gonna come to that because there are majors. They're gonna come. They're gonna change you, right? They're gonna change the whole thing. They're gonna. It's about selling, selling, selling. Majors want to sell the music, and sometimes also too there is a way that they can shape the artist to be greater, to be better. So I didn't have yet experience to know what major label work this way or that way or the other way, but I hope there is some labels out there. So then that time, when that time comes, it don't matter what label it is, what or what name they got, is what they're going to also participate on highlighting the messages and making the artist be a better artist, a greater artist. So that's what we need. I feel, yeah. If not,
So
we
it,
stay
it
independent and doing it.
got you. So what would you like your contract? What would be your ideal contract?
Wow. In terms of the music,
Like them go and say, them always come with them bag and then go and say, listen to me, sign us up, take that money. But we know say Yana Yamed. So if you had an ideal contract, what would you want your contract to look like, or something that would be like, you're not give away your work, you're not sell yourself short?
fair. I want fair contract.
Explain what is fair for
Fair
you.
contract is okay. Um, you put in an amount of work that is meaningful, right?
Mhm.
You should reap definitely the fruits and even little bit more. You know what I mean? We all, we all, we all share very, fairly. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's about percentage, all of these kind of things. But for me, that's what I would call a contract. But you know, depends, bro. Is a this one is very deep because a lot of time contract is conning artists or a lot of time it's not fair.
It's
That's why it's the contract at the first place.
it's in the beginning of it, contract.
Yeah,
So I would say to artists is that don't sign a contract. Create your
agreement,
own contract and make them sign to you.
agreement. Yeah,
Yeah, make them sign to you. You can sign a label as an artist. You don't have to go sign to the label, but you can sign a label or create a partnership. So you can conjure your contract and bring it to them.
uh-huh.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
but it look like this world right now, it don't work like that. The artist cannot bring sometimes his own contract. You know what I mean?
Because it's about knowing the music. If you don't know what you're worth, you
Yeah,
a man of the knowing worth to fall for anything, right?
definitely,
You know what I'm
definitely
saying?
true.
So if you didn't know your worth and you just want to do music without learning the game. I think before the music come, you have to learn the game. You have to know
Exactly.
where I jump in. You have to have somebody where have your best interest and will study the game because all the tricks come in the fine print.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But if you actually think about it,
Hmm.
who really does have the best interest of an artist? I mean, you had them everybody riding with you when you're cool, and they say, all right, time for the,
Exactly.
time for somebody new.
Yeah. Lot of the times it's like that with the industry, with the booking agencies, with so many. Sometimes I feel like it takes a lot of work from the artist to also be consistent, patient, to be able to have this endurance, because it's not easy for many artists. But I feel like those ones that are out there also doing it big, they put a patient, they put up time and get to learn the stuff, because sometimes we cannot say that, oh, we are artists and expect people to do things for us. We have to know also how it works and learn also with the part of the evolution that is going on, how this work, open our mind also to learn. But a lot of times, I feel like when we have a manager and a solid team around it, we let them do the job. So when they walk away, we lost.
Yeah. So, question for you. I'm gonna say to you, what is your favorite instrument?
Well, guitar, bro.
The guitar. The guitar have how many? Guitar has
If
how many string?
Yeah, 5 strings, bro.
Five.
I go
So
with.
if the time you take to master the guitar, right,
Yeah,
you can still take that time to master the game, the
exactly.
system within it as well. Because the mastery of the industry is the same as the mastering of the instrument.
Yeah, yeah. Everything is
Yeah.
possible. So it's just a constant learning, constant openness to go towards it. I play guitar, I play piano, I play bass. You know, I mix for myself here in my home studio. I go for it, because when you love it, also is your passion and it's your job. You have to, do a lot of effort to know, to just keep on learning, do research. All of that is part of it. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, it's very important. Very important.
So how do the eye keep the eye mind clean and not corrupted within the industry that is corrupted?
Praying and meditation, bro. That when that isn't when that is in someone's life, you're good, because you always have that time to extract what was, what comes in and out. This vessel will be easy to every time purify again and reflect. So I would say my 5 times a day praying and meditation really keeps my mind clear, and strengthen me big time. Yeah.
So that them say when you them say, well, this guy said to me, Jerem said to me, say when you not eat meat, it make you it make you meditate better, and
Uh-huh.
it gives you a more clear thought. But me say, yo, I gotta eat
Well,
that. I gotta eat the oxtail and the chicken.
Yeah.
And we know say some Rasta them in Jamaica eat chicken,
so,
and chicken coming like beef.
Yeah.
So
so
you don't do no meat, none of that. None of them
Well,
thing, right?
bro,
So,
this you sometimes you're pushing the button, but it's okay. This
no, me
one
ask a question.
this
Me,
one I'm gonna give it to you.
me
Well,
ask a question.
yeah. I'm not vegetarian.
Huh?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not vegetarian.
See?
Yes,
Just ask a question.
exactly.
Right. But hold on. The point I try to make is this, right?
Uh,
Me think meditation shouldn't be, even my woman tell me this, she say, yo, you want to meditate and yeah, eat meat and this is that and the third. Even germs come to me with it. I mean, I
yeah,
say meditation shouldn't be pan if you eat the cow.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want some cow foot soup and you eat some chicken foot soup with it. And you eat your oxtail once in a while and you fry 2 pieces of chicken
let
and
me
see.
Exactly.
let me
Yeah,
clear
yeah.
this up. Let me clear this up.
Hold on, no.
Let me
Hold
clear
on, no.
this up.
Hold on, no. Let me finish now.
Let me
You
clear this up.
understand? May I say, if you eat piece of chicken every
Yeah.
now and then, I not think that I go corrupt your mind for think.
No.
It's it your thought shouldn't be based on where you eat.
Yeah.
You understand? Only if you are over, only if you do it in excess. Well, let's say anything you do in excess is bad.
Yeah.
Because my way of thinking is not much different from or germs think. We reason all the time. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
we don't agree on everything,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
let's see in point. and me see where you are come from also. So I don't think I should be judged on based on what we
Judge you
eat.
based on, yeah, exactly. That I
Right.
agree. I feel like, it's how people see and feel about things. We make a lot of times also
Mm-hmm.
rules and ideas and beliefs, and this is good here, this is not good there. So you come to the example, right? Why I'm saying this, because I was born in Senegal. I come from the Islamic family. We are Muslim, and
Okay.
our holiday we do the sacrifice of the lamb. You know what I mean? So that didn't stop me to embrace reggae music, the culture. That didn't stop me to embrace Rastafari. You know what I mean? And to
Right.
acknowledge the culture of a Rastafari and what they stand for about not eating meat, all of that. Because me, in my spiritual belief, we don't eat pork.
No, fire upon the pork.
Yeah,
Fire upon the pork.
yeah, but
Fire upon the pork.
But let's say there's somebody else out there eating pork, embracing, let's say, the Islamic tradition and the Rastafari. But is eating pork. So then we're not gonna judge each other based on what we eat. But
Right.
our doings in life and our heart, how we are in life, and with each other, with ourselves. So that's what's important. You know what I mean?
Make I say something.
Yeah,
Make
go on, Tom.
I
Go
make
on.
I
Let the ball
clear.
talk. Let
Make
the ball
No,
I
let me
talk.
tell you one
make.
story. Let me tell you one small story. Okay, I was in Jamaica with my brethren, Rastafari, everybody, At night we are walking down the street. I saw, those jerk chicken they sell on the sidewalk,
Yeah.
Yo.
and I saw it,
Yo.
man, and I just went for it. They all walk away from me, and I just get the thing. And after I come, everybody's complaining, man, you walk with us and you buying a jerk chicken on the street.
Make I say something like my youth. We're talking about man a ballad, man. No ballad run there, my youth. Man,
Yeah.
my youth. Yo, honestly, like the point you touch, to each their own. That's why there's free will,
Yeah,
right? Everybody have free will.
yeah,
What I speak is what I speak. That's my morals. If I
uh-huh.
choose to be loyal to what I choose to be loyal to, that have nothing to do with the next man. The next man, whatever you choose to be loyal to, be
Yeah,
loyal to it. Like too many times we make other people impact our frame of thought.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? With their judgment.
uh-huh.
And no man upon the planet is righteous than the next
The
man.
next
Every
one,
man, every man trip, fall, drop, and chip up. You know what I'm
definitely.
saying? Everybody frame has a crack in it. So
Yeah,
at the end of the day, we need to stay within the frame that we're in and stop aim for like impact other people chain of thought. Yeah, I can give you the thought, but if you choose not to follow it, that's on you. That's why you have free
exactly,
will. You get what I'm
exactly,
saying?
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, me know why I'm gonna eat the pork.
Yeah,
And everybody else know why them they eat the pork. It's
yeah,
one of the closest thing to a human being, like as far as the skin pigmentation go. And it's the
definitely.
only meat, no matter how you cook it, the
Yeah,
worms within it will never remove.
Them
You know
chill
what I
out
mean?
for a little bit, but then they revamp
They,
back
they,
and
they
say,
come back. You
yeah,
can't, you know what I'm saying? So each them own, and to each we have to elevate and stop judging people
yeah,
based on
base,
their
exactly.
ethics. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
definitely,
we come out of the womb by ourselves, So guess what? Saying to you go in front of the universe, you're gonna do that by yourself. You know what I
definitely.
mean?
Yeah, man.
Accountability. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, exactly. And gratitude, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Absolutely,
no,
absolutely.
but just look, me now push the button. Me just ask a question
You push
because
the button now.
no, no,
You
no,
go to
no,
the park, to
no.
the
But
kids,
look,
to the lady.
let us say one thing before me ask you something else. The first place me ever see a Rastaman eat a piece of pork was in America. When me see that, me say, no, me understand. Say me live in a different place.
Yeah.
Me work in a meat market and a Rastaman come in and say he want a half a pork piece of pork shoulder. When he said that, I was looking around and it
Yeah,
was normal. I was like, I said, okay,
exactly.
let me
But
cut
you
the pork and eat to it.
Yeah, yeah.
but you have to look you had to look on it. To some people,
Uh-huh.
Rastafarism is a religion.
Yeah,
And to others, Rastafarism is a style.
yeah.
So like Meta said earlier, is not because one the over yasa do something with the pork and the other one over yasa eat ital, it doesn't mean they don't like the same vibration, which is
Uh-huh.
reggae music. You
Right.
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Music really is the balance that
yeah.
bring people together in pain, war, stress, death.
Definitely,
You know what I'm saying?
definitely true.
Elevation. There is a different rhythm to the
Yeah.
vibration of reggae music. Like it give you goosebumps, chills, it make you cry. So
Yeah.
I have a question for the eye, right?
Uh-huh.
What inspired the eye to write the song name Conquer?
Conqueror, yeah. Conqueror, luckily you said this is about meditation, that song, you know? Meditation, but also painting the music a little bit, and the downside of it and the trap inside the music world. And that's what inspired to write Conqueror. Emphasizing of rising, standing up and rising, keep the rotation like the sun. And the first verse I'm explaining, I shuffle the hi-hats like a blade cutting the ropes of oppression. But because in my vision, when I hear the hi-hats, I hear this blade going
Yeah,
cutting.
yeah.
That's how I interpreted the ropes of oppression, and I wash all stains away, bring Jah love and affection.
Ah, here I
And
know.
and now I'm tapping to the heights, which is I'm meditating, I'm I'm elevating there, submitting to the wills of the Most High, because that's one of the hard things to do, accepting, submitting to the wills of the Most High. And for the second verse, I'm talking about snatching the devil by the hand, hang him cold by the sea, watch him die, burn to ashes on the trail of misery. Each and every one has a, a yin and a yang inside, the other part, that darkness inside, to be able to maintain it and to remove it out of you and, conquer that.
Right.
It's very important, which is that mean knowing oneself and being able to understand which side should be amplified with that love or that fear. You know what I mean? And that's what inspired me to write this song. The person within himself in the meditation, finding the the weak part of him and taming him down and accepting what life has to offer. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Hey,
Yes, I.
next one. You got some unique song titles. Cell. What do you think about when you hear cell?
Well, cells, you can pretty much take it from whatever direction you want. I wanted to describe this feel of music, because when I was doing the recording of the album, on the last stage of the album, I start feeling, content with the achievement, the ups and down, and but arriving to make this album, starting to move. So I'm walking down the street and this melody start playing in my head. So much I wanted to write down and describe this feeling, but it was only stuck to few lines. I just feel it deep in my heart, my soul, vibes and spirit. Jah live, I can feel it. You know what I mean? So it was an uh, empowerment towards myself, but also to a feeling that I want to share. Because sometimes there's certain things we feel, but we don't know how to we cannot describe it in words because they are so, you know, powerful, and there is a lot to say, you know. So that's
If
how cells come about.
we're about to wrap it up, but if you can, if you can send someone to listen to Boomerang Love, what temperature would you tell them to listen to that song?
Wow, man! Any temperature. anyway, it's fire. It's fire. So any temperature would be good, you know.
Absolutely. Hey,
Yeah, man.
King, I want to say manners and respect and peace, love, and elevation to the eye, and gratitude for gracing us
Give
with your
thanks, brother
presence,
man.
because this is a podcast that basically recognize the artists, the upcoming artists and artists,
Yeah,
basically to bring forth a higher vibration and elevation to people that don't understand or understand the culture of reggae and what it brings forth and how it balance out the world. So from the both of us, we want to salute.
salute, brother man. Yeah, man.
Much love on your journey. Keep elevating and keep
Thank you.
shining and keep striving.
Yeah, man. Yeah, too, man. Bless Kings. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Another
Yeah, man.
thing,
I'm gonna push your button, man. Next
an-
one.
another thing. The people another thing, King. The people them want to know, where
Yeah.
can they go to get your music?
Yes, it's all on the platforms, the
iTunes,
Spotify, you know, all of that,
Spotify,
Tidal.
Google Music,
Yeah,
Tidal. Okay.
Exactly. Yes, and the vinyls and CDs will be available soon at a VP record retail store.
Yo,
You
watch
know,
VP.
and
What? Yo, I meant to tell you, watch VP because VP them funny.
yeah.
Them funny. Watch them. Give an eye on
When
them.
I answer them,
I'm not
when,
throwing no shade, but as I say,
when I answer them rob a lot of artists, but them put them under the bag. You see?
yeah.
Oh yeah, wow.
Watch VP.
Well,
Watch
I'll
VP.
keep my eyes open.
Yeah, you see?
Keep your eye over.
Hey, so to the world, we
Yeah,
I say, and tune in next week to another episode. We want to say love, elevation, and peace to Meta and the Cornerstones on them
That's it.
journey. So go
Yes,
out
sir.
and listen to the man tune. The man vibration is very strong. And
Yeah,
for
man.
all the insecure man them, when I want them girl go out by themselves, don't leave them around this man music. Cause
Yeah,
his
man.
love is boomerang. You see,
Boomerang,
little more.
yes, sir.
Turn up the temperature on there.
Turn it up.
I'm gonna find you, man. I'm gonna find you.
Yo, you have my contact. You have anything I'll come out and so just link me.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We
Bless the
could,
brother,
we could
man.
talk again.
Yes, sir.
Manners and respect.
Manners and respect. Yes, sir. Give thanks.
Yeah, man.